Welcome to The Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today. Look, if you've ever felt completely overwhelmed by the sheer everyday chaos of browsing the internet, well, you are definitely in the right place. Today, we're undertaking a really fascinating investigation into the hidden financial systems running the modern web. We're going to be breaking down a brilliantly honest piece of source material titled The Casino of Attention, the AdTech Monopoly and Decay. Our goal today? We're peeling back the complicated layers of the unseen advertising technology, or AdTech machine, to understand exactly how our attention has been fully hijacked.
Okay, let's dive into this. I want you to just stop and think for a second about the last time you tried to read a simple news article online or, look up a quick recipe. You were probably instantly frustrated by a terrible overloaded webpage, right? The screen jumps around, random things pop up out of nowhere, and you can barely find the actual text you came for. So why does the modern internet feel so overwhelmingly cluttered and frankly just completely broken? Well, it's not an accident. It's actually a very deliberate design choice driven by a massive background economy. And this is the visceral damage we deal with literally every single day. Pages have just become completely overloaded. You've got banners everywhere, pop-ups, invisible trackers following you, cookie walls demanding your data before you can read a single word, autoplay videos that just start screaming at you on full volume, consent spam, lazy loading garbage that shifts a text right as you're in the middle of a sentence, and of course that infinite scroll of recommended content sludge at the bottom of the page. This visual and mental mess, it's the direct result of the unseen AdTech machine operating right behind the scenes. To really understand how we ended up here, we have to look at this absolute core thesis from our source material. Listen to this. The user became the product, the page became inventory, and the content became bait. That sentence perfectly summarizes exactly how human attention was completely financialized. AdTech didn't actually improve the internet, far from it. Instead, the words and videos you actually want to see are merely the bait. They're just there to capture you because you are the product, so that your attention can be packaged and sold on a digital shelf. Section 1. The broken advertising machine. Let's unpack the systemic cause. To understand the systemic cause, we really need to pull back the curtain on programmatic advertising. We need to see what's actually happening in the literal milliseconds before a web page finally loads. The defining feature of this entire system is financialized attention. As the source material describes it, the web has been turned into a giant, frantic casino. In the split second it takes you to click a link, that single-page view is chopped up, thrown into an automated auction, tracked, resold, measured, and then remeasured again. The system prioritizes this high-frequency, Wall Street-style trading over any actual value being created for you, the reader, or for the publisher. And because it operates exactly like a casino, it doesn't reward high-quality journalism or genuinely helpful information. Instead, programmatic advertising actively rewards volume, arbitrage, cheap traffic, SEO spam, endless outrage, and these entirely fake made-for-advertising pages. And hey, this isn't just some fringe internet conspiracy theory. Even massive industry reports from tech giants like Amazon Web Services openly admit that ad fraud, made-for-advertising sites, and huge issues with campaign measurement remain major ongoing concerns. True quality is rarely rewarded. The system just rewards the hustle. So to keep this deeply broken machine running, the industry relies on selling a very specific, very profitable illusion. They sell these beautifully polished, incredibly complex dashboards as the absolute, undeniable truth to advertisers. But the messy underlying reality, most of the attribution on those fancy dashboards is actually just modeling, educated guessing, platform self-reporting, or just mere correlation dressed up as hard data science. It is honestly incredibly exhausting when you realize just how many polished acronyms are invented solely to cover up a system that is, frankly, mostly just guessing. And this brilliantly illustrates the massive gap between what the industry promises and what it actually does.